This is your election bureau. Hello and welcome to the Channel One Newsroom. I'm Frema Adunyame. Coming up, Electoral Commission conducts special voting ahead of December 7 general elections.
In terms of security, I'm sure we are on top, and the electoral process too has been well organized. Just to say, one voter came and his name was not on the register.
EC reverses directive limiting media access at collation centers. Also coming up, as part of his campaign, NPP presidential candidate Alhaji Dr. Bawumia visits Believers Worship Center.
The LGBTQ law,
Now, flag bearer of the National Democratic Congress, John Dramani Mahama, enters day 2 of his Ashanti regional tour. You're still watching the Channel One Newsroom. Up next is CNR Business with Na Shika Caesar. And in CNR Business, domestic airline operators record surge in passenger traffic in the lead up to elections.
Increase in passenger traffic has already started, believe it or not. In the last couple of weeks, we've seen a significant rise in the domestic travel around the country. So in order to manage that, we've actually made adjustments to our commercial schedule.
In less than a week, Ghanaians will be heading to the polls to elect the next president and parliamentarians for 4 years. Now, as you well know, ahead of the main general elections, there are selected groups who partake in the special voting because they will be very busy working on the general election day. Now, among the group, you will have security agencies, you will have accredited media personnel, and also EC officials. Now, today on the Channel One Newsroom, we step out to monitor the special voting, what happens today, that is Monday, the 2nd of December 2024, ahead of Saturday's general elections. Currently, I am here at the Ododo Constituency, that is the Jamestown polling station, where special voting is currently underway. So come with us. We'll be visiting a couple more to know how the entire special voting has gone. Now, I'm here with an EC official. Now, so far, how has the voting been?
Well, so far, I think it has been good. In terms of security, I'm sure we are on top. And the electoral process too has been well organized. Just to say, one voter came and his name was not on the register, and it was as a result of when he gave his name out for the registration, he didn't follow up to see that the name has been really been entered as one of the special voters register. Okay. Once your name is not in, you cannot vote.
And for how things fared generally at the Ododo constituency, Channel One News' Ni Ayukwade Okine monitored the special voting and bring us these findings.
A total of 436 special voters, comprising electoral officers, security officers, and media personnel, cast their ballots in the Ododo constituency on Monday, December 2, 2024. This special voting exercise took place ahead of Saturday's polls. The NDC parliamentary candidate Alfred Niko Teashi toured the voting center and expressed confidence that the NPP's parliamentary candidate would not secure 35% of the votes. He also alleged vote buying by the NPP, which was denied by the NPP parliamentary candidate Abdul Manaf Soa. Voting ended at 5 p.m. with party agents sealing the ballot boxes pending Saturday's elections. Reporting for Channel One News from Jamestown in Accra, my name is Ayukwe Okai.
You're still live on the Channel One Newsroom here on Channel One TV. So we are still monitoring how the special voting is going. And on our various visits, we chanced on the NDC parliamentary candidate for Okaikwe Central, Baba Sadiq. And so we could have a conversation with him. Now we have less than a week to the general election. What has been the message you've been selling to your constituents, and why? How sure are you that it resonates well with them? They have understood what you are telling them, and on the day they will do you the honors.
Yeah, we'll be selling the message of the new hope for Okaikwe Central, which represents many things for constituents across various sectors. In terms of education, there's a message which connects to the new hope for Okaikwe Central. So, for instance, we have made a case that we think that as a party, NDC, having established 3 major schools in Okaikwe Central. We are still in the Okaikwe Central constituency, and I have here with me the Member of Parliament, Patrick Bawumia. You're welcome to Channel One Newsroom.
Thank you very much. My name is.
Generally, how has campaign been?
Very good. Campaign has been very good. Constituents have been very supportive. I'm hopeful, and I know I'll win, but a very, very good margin.
So when you do all the permutations and all, can you suggest your percentage prediction?
I know I'll get over 60% of the votes.
Now, for the Okaikwe Central polls, Channel One News' Fauzu Masawudu monitored the special voting at the Tesano police station.
The special voting exercise in Okaikwe Central recorded a relatively high turnout, with 286 out of 333 registered voters casting their ballot. Presiding officer Karich Deganu expressed satisfaction with the exercise. At the close of polls, the ballot boxes were securely kept in a designated room at the Tesano police station for collation after the major elections on December 7.
So far, with this special voting, it has ended successfully. There was no conflict, there was no misunderstanding. Everything was successful.
The special voting process in the Okaikwe Central constituency has been strife-free, and for parliamentary candidates in this constituency, today's activity sets the tone for their chances ahead of the December 7 polls. Reporting for Channel One News, Fauzu Masawudu, Okaikwe Central, Accra.
You're still live on the Channel One Newsroom. This is your election bureau. We are still monitoring the special voting ahead of December 7 general elections, where we will be electing a president and members of parliament for the next 4 years. Now, I'm currently here at the Ayawaso West Wogan constituency, where the process is ongoing. Pretty smooth so far. Now, I have here with me the NDC parliamentary candidate for the constituency, John Dumelu. Thank you very much. Welcome, John.
Thank you.
Right, so far, what will be your assessment of the process?
Well, so far everything has been smooth. I was here as early as 6. We started voting at 7. I must commend the EC for doing such a good job. So everything is good so far, yeah.
How would you assess your chances? You want to give out any percentage prediction?
No. I'm not. No, but I know I'm winning, because people are fed up and people are tired. People want change. I mean, I meet a lot of people who confess to me that, look, John, 2020, I did not vote for you, but 2024, I'm voting for you based on the fact that we want change.
Right, so we're still here at the Legon police station. I have here with me Madam Lydia Al-Hassan, who is the NPP parliamentary candidate for this constituency. Would you give any predictions of the percentage you're going to win with?
You know we are winning, so I'm glad you said that.
Well, I don't know. I don't know yet. We'll wait for...
This is our seat, and per what my constituents have said to me, I have engaged them. I have been to your homes, I have been to your churches, I have been to your mosque, I have been everywhere. Campus, I virtually sleep there. I am looking forward to you voting massively for Dr. Bawumia. I'm looking forward to you voting massively for your mommy, Lydia Al-Hassan, and come December 7, Sunday, by this time, we will be celebrating the victory together. We are winning. We are winning, and we are winning.
All the best, right? So that is the Member of Parliament for Ayawaso West Wuogon constituency, and she is here to monitor how the special voting process is going. You're still live on Channel One Newsroom here on Channel One TV. Now, let's go over to my colleague Samuel Akom, who has been on the ground at the constituency, and he has this report for us.
At the conclusion of polls at the Legon police station, a designated special voting area for the Ayawaso West Wuogon constituency, 829 special voters cast their ballots out of a total of 935 expected voters. During the voting exercise, the NDC's parliamentary candidate John Dumelo raised concerns about food packages being distributed to voters in the queue. Dumelo accused Lydia Sarah Malasan, the NPP's candidate and incumbent MP, of being behind the food sharing.
Don't share anything to the people in the queue who have not voted yet. And you are sharing food and we don't even know what is in the thing, and you are sharing it to the people who have not voted yet.
In response to the allegations, NPP's parliamentary candidate Lydia Sarah Malasan described the incident as a propaganda ploy aimed at tarnishing her reputation.
So I try as much as possible not to respond to all their propaganda and all that. I wasn't here. I don't know if you saw me here. I've been here since I came here before 6 a.m. and I left here a few minutes ago. I don't even know what you're talking about.
It's a wrap from the Ayawaso West Wuogon constituency, specifically from the Legon police station, which was a special voting center for today's exercise. Meanwhile, the individual who was seen taking a shot of his ballot has been taken by the security officials to the police station to pen his statement to aid investigations. My name is Samuel Akom, reporting for Channel One News.
Now, here in the Greater Accra region, observers described the process as fairly smooth, with pockets of incident at some polling stations.
The special voting in the Lejokuku constituency, which took place at the Teshi police station, proceeded smoothly until it was marred by two incidents. An agent of independent candidate Nana Kwame Bediako was apprehended for allegedly filming a police officer during the voting process. Additionally, a disagreement arose between EC officials and party agents over a voter reportedly joining the queue after 5 p.m. closure time.
Hello, sir.
If you go that way, we have agents there, so let the agents confirm to us. They also have to tell us. They said the person just came, and you are telling us he's going to vote.
As voting came to an end, supporters of the NDC and the NPP jubilated, teasing each other. Reporting for Channel One TV from Lejokuku in Accra, I am Akusenacho.
The special voting exercise at Dom Kwabenya began smoothly at 7:09 a.m. with all necessary voting materials provided on time by officials from the Electoral Commission. The expected number of voters for the exercise was 642, including security personnel, electoral officers and media representatives. At the close of polling at 5 p.m., a total of 568 votes were cast. The event also saw parliamentary candidates from the two major political parties, NPP and NDC, observing the process. Both candidates expressed satisfaction with the peaceful atmosphere of the exercise and hoped for a similar experience on December 7. They also voiced optimism about securing victories at both the parliamentary and presidential levels.
The Electoral Commission (EC) has reversed its earlier directive restricting media access to constituency and regional collation centers. Now, in a statement on Monday, December 2, the EC announced that following internal discussions and consultations with key media stakeholders, media personnel assigned photo accreditation to cover polling stations will now be permitted to use the same accreditation for access to constituency and regional collation center. Quote, From Saturday, 7th December 2024, media persons can access constituency and regional collation centers using their photo accreditation cards issued by the EC, unquote. The EC emphasized its commitment to transparency and accountability, noting that the revised accreditation system is designed to provide media professionals with greater access and flexibility during the electoral process. Now, the NPP flag bearer, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, has assured that he will sign the anti-LGBTQ plus bill into law when elected. The vice president said this while worshipping with the Believers Worship Center, also known as the Philadelphia Church. Hansen Ajiman has more.
Dr. Bawumia has visited all 16 regions and 275 constituencies, with just 5 days remaining before the national polls. During his campaign stops, he has consistently assured voters of his commitment to ensuring progress if elected. He has met with various groups of Ghanaians, hoping to convince them why he should be their choice for president. On Sunday, Dr. Bawumia visited the Believers Worship Center, where he reaffirmed his commitment to signing the anti-LGBTQ plus bill into law.
Bawumia ewa parliament sisi a minim se eda odefo akoma so eno so da makoma so de kan ye LGBTQ law yenyen signing no ene de me ba me sign no temtem amagana fo nyina.
And there are certain policies in the parliament which I know are of very importance to our father. One is the bill on the LGBTQ. When I come to power, I will sign it without hesitation.
And
the second thing,
anti-witchcraft bill.
That is
Dr. Bawumia also visited the Asante Akim North constituency, his 47th constituency stop in the Ashanti region. Despite being an NPP stronghold, the party's parliamentary candidate, Andy Apiakubi, faces strong opposition from an independent candidate. However, Dr. Bawumia urged voters to vote massively for him and the NPP's parliamentary candidate, emphasizing the importance of a strong mandate for the party.
Mini omapenyi dada Mahama na yepri. Onidia yatumanwa obetmedi omapenyi efie 9 pe. Efie 9 pe o. Onsamba habiomo. Omba hambe bua kontao. Media metmedi omapenyi efie watchi. Enti mude mamia mesamba habio. Ababu konta. Achiremo ejuma amaye. Akwaya amaye. Enti mumfastiano. Emami. Mumfastiano. Emami. Mumfastiano. Emami. Namikikano na yanko. Choboy. 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 Vipese. Mutumamia. Na mwatu ama andi apia kubi. Yepese MPP. Yenya awarding ewo parliament.
The campaign trail of the National Democratic Congress has made a stop in the Ashanti region. Now, on day 2 of his visit, the flag bearer of the NDC, John Dramani Mahama, has met with municipal and district imams in the region. Channel One Ashanti regional correspondent Bright Yeboah brings us more.
It was day 3 of the John Dramani Mahama campaign tour in the Ashanti region when a special Islamic prayer session was held at the Great Hall of KNUST in Kumasi for the flag bearer. The event, which took place on Monday, was attended by prominent Islamic clerics, NDC supporters, and community members from across the Ashanti region. In his address, Mahama likened himself to a retired army general seeking re-election in the upcoming general elections, vowing to rescue the nation from what he described as economic mismanagement and governance failures.
General, what all the retirement? Say, all some make it in here. I wait, in fact, I found me at yourself. So, this is me retired. And I'm not talking about hobby. Now, one like I am here. We are in there, and we until you said, I'm going to be a there was here again, said they have to be it's a month of my it's like that in the middle was. And
He pledged to work towards a better Ghana, promising to address the nation's economic hardships. Additionally, Mahama committed to enacting a law that would recognize and legitimize Islamic marriage within the country's constitution.
With just 5 days to the general elections, the National Democratic Congress flag bearer, John Dramani Mahama, and the former president is still in the Ashanti region, and the campaign is taking him to every nook and cranny of the Ashanti region. He is touring and campaigning on the promises that he is ready for the battle. For Channel One News, I am Bright Yeboah, Ashanti region.
This is the Channel One Newsroom, still to come. Bring you sights and scenes of the special voting exercise from other regions. We have the details coming up shortly. Do stay.
For our economy is a vision for you, a vision for us, a vision of the Ghana we all deserve.
I promise a Ghana where you are not sidelined, but at the forefront of change, where you can live happy lives and still achieve your optimum potential. This is not just a promise, it's a commitment. I will reset the economy and Ghana will be open for business for 24 hours a day. I've been talking about this 24-hour economy. It's not only in Ghana we're going to do it. For those of you who have traveled before, you will see 24-hour economy at work in other countries. In Ghana, we have pharmaceutical industries that produce medicines. They produce cough mixtures. They produce antibiotics. They produce paracetamol. Every kind of medicine they produce. There's a huge market in West Africa for pharmaceutical products. If we're able to tap into that market, there's no reason why NS Chemists, Dan Adams, Tobinco, Kina Pharma, there's no reason why they can't work day and night. Now, it's a 24-hour economy, no. I was saying, Yefa Bambo for now almost saying, Senebeya, Ibeti Miako Juma Ba, Obian Tata Yang. Enti yebefa bambo for 25,000 near the yebeba constituency bia who senior school certificate aye who ni bia now vocational school certificate and NVTI who ni madepam who ye Tyler who ye mason who ye carpenter who ye plumber who ye electrician also yebeti me de wo akogu bambo for me.
Vote John Mahama, the president you can count on.
Your health is in your hands, but at some point, it passes on to us. At Mintuba Hospital and Coloproctology Center, we believe that quality healthcare isn't a privilege. It's a right. Equipped with cutting-edge technology, we are fully prepared to effectively deal with all colorectal and proctological conditions. Our team of highly skilled doctors, surgeons, and nurses are renowned for their expertise in minimally invasive and painless laser, ligature, and longoproctological surgery. We are committed to providing a wide range of services to meet the diverse needs of our patients. Mintuba Hospital. Your health, is our priority. Visit Mintuba Hospital today or call us at 0244 581 541 or 0271 054 204. Mintuba Hospital, in to serve a peculiar health need.
Who are you? Who are you? Charlie, I'll be you from the future. Who doesn't sleep on that slice of bread called mattress anymore? Don't some slippers then follow me.
You inspired the mattress we did the front there.
Yeah?
That'll be the mattress where the dead for me.
Wait, what are you doing? Wow! No damage at all. Not only durable, but also super comfortable. Come on, try it.
Nothing day like ash foam. Enjoy full body support and unparalleled comfort for a restful sleep.
Don't forget your keys.
Get the premium sleep experience with mattresses from Ash Foam. Visit any of our showrooms nationwide or at ashfoam.com.
The Electoral Commission, EC, has conducted special voting for selected groups of persons among the electorate. Now, our regional correspondents monitored the process and have these details.
The voting process in the Ashanti region was generally calm and peaceful, with a high voter turnout. In the Subin, Swami, Bantama, Old Tafo, Menchia South, Aswa, and Aswansi constituencies, parliamentary candidates monitoring the process urged constituents to ensure that the December 7 elections remain peaceful, similar to the conduct observed during the special voting exercise.
What I'm telling them, they should feel comfortable and come out to come and vote, because I, Franco Swanson, I'm prepared to protect their ballot and even their vote. So I don't think there will be any violence on the 7th December, this coming Saturday.
We wish and pray that nobody does anything to disturb the peace we are enjoying. Hopefully, by 8th or 9th, Dr. Bawumia is declared as president and is president-elect, and everybody will accept the results, and then we'll continue our lives as we should.
You could clearly see that it's a very peaceful environment. The NDC candidate also came here. You could see that both of us are having a very cordial relationship, and we've committed ourselves to a very free and fair elections. We are good in Otafo. It has always been peaceful since 1996. We've never had any electoral challenges in Otafo constituency. We live as one people, and we are going to exhibit that today and on Saturday.
However, there were accusations of vote buying involving the two major political parties, the NDC and the MPP, in some constituencies.
The process has been largely peaceful across constituencies in the Ashanti region, with expectations that Saturday's election will also be the same. Hafiz Tijani, Channel One News, Kumasi, Ashanti region.
In the northern region, where a total of 7,342 people were expected to cast their ballot, meanwhile, in the Tamale Central constituency, the Metropolitan Chief Executive and the New Patriotic Party parliamentary candidate, Sule Salifu, expressed optimism about the NPP's prospect in the December 7 general elections. Sule Salifu remarked that no seat in the northern region is beyond the NPP's reach, emphasizing that the party has succeeded in flipping traditional NDC seats in recent years.
And that there's no seat that is destined to be a seat for the NDC. That, relying on the policies espoused by our presidential candidate and the party. And we believe that these things will endure the benefits of the MPP.
For Channel One News, my name is Shawana Yusuf, reporting from the Jubilee Park here in Tamale, in the northern region.
At the whole central constituency in the Volta region, 1,559 persons were expected to cast their votes during Monday's special voting exercise. By 8 a.m., the majority of the voters had already cast their ballots without any reported incidents. However, the National Democratic Congress in the Volta region has stated that it will only accept the election results if the voting process remains peaceful and free of irregularity.
It means that if people queue at the polling stations and it gets to their turn and there is shortage in ballot papers or shortage of ballot papers, they will be told to wait. And by the time ballot papers arrive from Accra, elections are over. People is to come out and vote out this incompetent government. We are all suffering, including all of you here.
Reporting for Channel One is from the EC Regional Headquarters here. My name is Desmond.
The Inspector General of Police, IGP, Dr. George Akufu Dampare, has assured Ghanaians of the police preparedness during the general elections on Saturday, December 7. The IGP has also issued a warning to private security agencies not to interfere with the election process. Channel One News' Charles Osukumi has been moving with the election task force and brings us the details.
Recent elections in Ghana have been marred by the violent actions of vigilante groups, some of which have acted as private security for politicians. Notably, in 2019, masked vigilante groups disrupted a by-election in Ayawasu West, Wogon, leading to bloodshed. With only 5 days to go before the general elections, the National Election Security Task Force engaged private security operators to clarify the security arrangements in place to ensure a peaceful voting process.
The only entity responsible for providing security are the state actors and nobody else. We also don't want a situation where the ordinary Ghanaian, the ordinary voter, is confused and probably is intimidated by any sighting of any form of uniform. That makes them very apprehensive in showing up and casting their vote. So to Ghanaians, we want to assure you that you have your back. And we do everything that it takes not for you to be confused, and especially you, the voters, so that you walk into the polling area to cast your vote peacefully with a lot of confidence, knowing that nobody, and we mean nobody, can intimidate you or make you feel confused.
The Election Security Task Force also engaged with the Commonwealth Observer Mission. The leader of the mission, former Botswana President Mogwetsi Masisi, expressed confidence in Ghana's ability to deliver a credible election.
The habit of the Commonwealth, in consonance of its commitment to democratic dispensation, one of the tools the Commonwealth has chosen to use in order to verify and give validity, credibility to a process, one of the processes that confine the definition of democracy is to observe elections.
IGP Dr. George Akufu Dampare reassured the group of international observers about the preparedness of Ghana's security agencies for the upcoming polls.
An assurance is clear. The security agencies under the National Election Security Task Force is ready. I know the good people of this country is equally ready. And the assurance to all the political parties and the candidates is simple. We will be fair, we will be fair, we will be very professional, and making sure that as they have been commending us in recent times in terms of how we have done it, we value that commendation and want to keep it. So we want to be consistent.
The Winneba District Court, presided over by Her Worship Josephine Abigail Fusuapia, has granted a bail of 50,000 Ghana cedis to both Louisa Boabeng, the independent candidate contesting the Efutu parliamentary elections, and her campaign coordinator, Dauda Mutalib Mokazel. Now, the two were arrested for possessing election-related materials. Our Central Regional Correspondent, Calvis Tete, has more.
Counsel for the Efutu independent parliamentary candidate has criticized the bail conditions set by the Winneba District Court, calling them outrageous. The court, led by Her Worship Josephine Abigail Fosua Apia, granted a 50,000 bail and set conditions for Louisa Boabing and Dauda Mutalib Mukaizil, including 3 sureties each. Jennifer Morris Ejay, counsel for the accused, expressed concern about the justice delivery system and the severity of the bail conditions. The case was heard without the presence of either the candidate or her campaign coordinator. The independent candidate was arrested in November after electoral materials were discovered in the home of her campaign coordinator, Dauda Mutalib Mukaizil. Both were arraigned before the court last week, with Boabing charged with conspiracy to commit crime, while Mukaizil faced a charge of unlawful possession of documents. Here is Jennifer Morris Ejay, lead counsel for the accused, on Monday's court proceedings.
Honestly know that this is an indirect way of saying that I am not granting you the bail. One of the bail conditions is that the accused persons are granted to bail in a sum of 50,000 Ghana cedis, 3 sureties. And the key thing that makes it difficult for the accused person is that one of the surety should be at least not below the rank of chief inspector within the jurisdiction. It is not as if even chief inspector in Ghana within Winneba. And you see, it is the Winneba divisional commander who is even the complainant in this case. He is pursuing this criminal matter. Now, all those chief inspectors are also working directly under him. So you see where the difficulty is. We tried to draw the judge's attention to the fact that this condition is so serious that we cannot be able to fulfill it. But she did not give us any hearing on that.
Carb Stete, Channel One News, Efutu.
You're still live on the Channel One Newsroom. We take a breather here. When we return, President Akufo-Addo commissions phase 2 of the Tema motorway runabout. We'll be right back with the details. Don't go away.
So the other day, my workmate introduced me to Masim rice. Let's just say it's changed my life. It's super easy to cook with. It uses less water. It comes in long grain perfume or broken varieties for all my favorite rice meals. And best of all, it's grown and packaged right here in Ghana. The fragrance is delightful. Whether rice water, wache, omuto, plain rice, fried rice, or jollof, Masim rice is a whole vibe on its own.
Look out for Masim rice in markets and supermarkets. For bulk purchase, contact us on 055-902-2169 or 020-292-9618. Masim means tasty. This advert is FDA approved.
Attention, my Ghana people. Election day is almost here. This December 7th from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. sharp. Each of us has the power to shape the future of our nation. Your vote in the presidential and parliamentary elections can make a real difference. Now, this is how to ensure that your vote counts. When you arrive at the polling station, verify your identity. Even if your voter ID card is missing, go to your polling station. You will be allowed to vote. Now, receive a ballot paper. Take a moment to check that it has a validating stamp at the back. This is very important, and make sure that it is clean and undamaged. Step up to the voting screen. Place your thumb on the ink pad and carefully place it in the box next to your chosen candidate's name, photo, and symbol. Be very careful to keep your thumbprint within the box. Remember to wipe your thumb with the tissue provided in the voting screen before you touch the ballot paper again. Then fold the ballot lengthwise and place it in the ballot box. Be very, very mindful. Your vote will be rejected if you thumbprint for more than one candidate, leave it blank, or if it's missing a validating stamp at the back. So take note. After voting, officials would conduct a transparent count. Ballots will be verified, sorted, and counted, with party agents carefully observing every step
of the process. And yes, remember, this election is your opportunity to choose leaders who represent you. So step out on December 7th to vote and let your voice be heard. Your vote is your future. Remember, we vote with our thumbs, not guns. Weapons have no place at the polling station.
Life is a celebration of moments. Big and small.
The sun is scorching, I'm feeling the heat.
With Piva Drink, every moment becomes a refreshing celebration. From the beach to your home, in every corner of your world, Piva Drink adds a burst of refreshment.
Give me Piva cocktail and tangerine.
Celebrate every moment with Piva Drink. Refreshment for every occasion. Piva Drink, a taste you will love.
P for Piva.
This advert is FDA approved.
In the heart of our communities, change is not just a dream, it's a promise.
I don't have to worry about rising costs and taxes. Dr. Bawumia's flat rate tax system is a breath of fresh air. It means I can keep more of what I earn and invest back into my business.
I've seen so many changes in my lifetime, but what matters most is to feel secured. Dr. Bawumia's initiative for the elderly is to make sure we are not forgotten. He's giving us the exact care that we deserve.
With digital skills training, I am no longer worried about the future. Dr. Bawumia empowers us to thrive in a digital world, making us ready for tomorrow's jobs.
Job opportunities are crucial for my generation. Dr. Bawumia is committed to creating job opportunities and entrepreneurship. With his vision, we can build our dreams.
Together, we can transform our nation. Dr. Bawumia's plan arranges policies. They are pathway for prosperity for every Ghanaian.
It's time for leadership that listens and acts. A vision for all of us, where every voice matters and every dream is possible. Vote Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Essuroho. Vote number 1 on the ballot.
President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has inaugurated the second phase of the Tema Motorway Runabout project. Now, this project also includes a third-tier flyover on the Tema Motorway. Jude Duncan has more.
President Nana Akufo-Addo has officially inaugurated phase 2 of the Tema Runabout Interchange project. This phase includes a 3-tier flyover on the Tema Motorway, featuring a composite bridge structure that connects the Harbour Road to Ashaman on the N2. Speaking at the ceremony, President Akufo-Addo highlighted the project's significance in alleviating traffic congestion at the Tema Harbour and its potential to boost economic growth while fostering regional trade with neighboring countries. He also urged the public to support the presidential bid of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to ensure the continuation of key infrastructural development projects.
While we have achieved much, the journey ahead requires collective effort, unwavering resolve, and continuity. It is in this spirit that I personally urge you to support the leadership of Alhaji Dr. Mahama Bawumia and Dr. Matthew Poku Prempeh in the upcoming elections. Their determination, vision, and experience will ensure the continuation of transformative projects that are driving Ghana's development and prosperity.
Funded by a grant from the government of Japan, the project seeks to resolve persistent traffic challenges at the Tema Motorway intersection. Country Director for the Japan International Cooperation Agency, JICA, Suzuki Momoko, emphasized JICA's commitment to Ghana's economic and infrastructural development.
And we are here to support the economic development and sustainable development of Ghana, and we feel that infrastructure is very important. And this Tema interchange is one of the, I think, a hub or kind of a center we can say, of the economic activity, of the logistics. It connects the Tema port, which is one of the biggest port in Ghana, to other areas of Ghana, to the northern areas, to the Burkina Faso, to the neighboring countries, and also it connects to the N1 road, which is connects from Abidjan to Nigeria.
Despite the commissioning, portions of the interchange remained under construction during the inauguration ceremony, with workers actively completing the remaining sections. The newly inaugurated Tema Phase 2 roundabout project is expected to ease mobility and also reduce the traffic congestion in the area. Speaking earlier, the Greater Accra Regional Minister Titus Glover assured of government's efforts to manage the place and also maintain the project. The president also expressed government's appreciation to the Japanese International Cooperation Agency, JICA, for their support in the timely completion of the projects. Reporting for Channel One News, my name is Jude Duncan.
The Ghana Water Company Limited has acquired 2 new pumping systems to boost water production capacity in Accra, aiming to alleviate water rationing in the capital. Channel One News' Rachel Engman has more.
To combat shortages and interruptions caused by aging equipment, Ghana Water Limited has installed 2 advanced pumping systems to enhance Accra's water production capacity and mitigate water rationing challenges. The development was revealed on Monday during the commissioning of the new pumps at the Wager Treatment Plant. The €6.2 million project, funded through Ghana Water Limited's internally generated resources, is anticipated to greatly improve water supply for domestic and industrial needs. The pumps, designed to last for 25 years, ensure long-term operational reliability. Ghana Water Limited has also announced plans to install 2 additional pumps by the end of the month to further enhance production capacity. Managing Director of Ghana Water Limited, Dr. Clifford A. Brymer, expressed optimism that the new equipment would restore full production capacity. He emphasized that this would lead to improved output and a more stable water distribution system for consumers.
This pump we have installed would take us not less than 25 years. And so it's forever. We are not bringing these pumps just to come, test, and remove them. Permanent and to solve our problems for a very long time to come. We are equally looking at expansion because the population of Accra is growing and we'll have to be looking at that also. It costs us €6.2 million to do that. That's internally generated funds. It's not coming from government, it's not coming from any projects. This is what we've been able to do ourselves.
You're still watching the Channel One Newsroom. Up next is CNR Business with Na Shika Caesar.
CNR Business is brought to you by MTN and EcoBank.
Hello and welcome to CNR Business, proudly brought to you by MTN and EcoBank. My name is Na Shika Caesar. Now, with the December 7 general elections fast approaching, domestic airlines are experiencing a significant rise in passenger traffic as voters finalize travel plans to their home constituencies. Industry players report ramping up operations to meet the growing demand and prepare for an even sharper increase in bookings as election day nears. Channel One News' Emmanuel Upon reports on how airlines are positioning themselves to capitalize on this election-driven travel surge.
Domestic airlines are playing a critical role in ensuring the smooth transportation of voters, election officials, and materials during this crucial period. In an interview, the Chief Operating Officer of Africa World Airlines, Captain Kwesi Oten, attributed the increase in air traffic to the electioneering season and the fast approaching festive period. He assured the public of the airline's readiness to manage the expected surge in demand.
Increase in passenger traffic has already started, believe it or not. In the last couple of weeks, we've seen a significant rise in the domestic travel around the country. So in order to manage that, we've actually made adjustments to our commercial schedule. This is something that we actually do on a daily basis. Review our load factors from the previous day and see how best to utilize our aircraft. With what we noticed recently, with the increase in passenger travel, we've had to make adjustments to the domestic schedule. For example, Tamale, that we go to 3 times a day, we're now increasing that to 5 times a day. Kumasi, presently we're doing 6 a day, we're going to increase that also to 8. So as we get closer to D-Day, we'll be managing the flights to the domestic destinations accordingly.
Captain Otin also highlighted the airline's collaboration with the Ghana Airport Company Limited to ensure passenger safety remains uncompromised during this busy period.
Africa World Airlines has the highest safety record of operators in Ghana. We take safety very seriously. So as far as the present time versus the time of the elections, there's no change. We always operate at one safety level, and that is 100% safety. As a saying, safety is no accident, because we always operate at our maximum safety standard.
Despite the airline's preparedness, a key challenge for voters who delay booking their flights lies in the limited operational hours of the Tamale and Kumasi airports, which do not currently provide 24-hour domestic flight services.
We have a limitation, though, domestically, because the airports in Tamale and Kumasi are not open 24 hours a day. Tamale closes at 6 p.m., Kumasi closes at 9 p.m. So we're limited by the availability of an airport. Had it not been for that, we could actually operate flights beyond what our normal commercial schedule is.
As the countdown to December 7 continues, Ghana's domestic airlines are rising to the challenge, ensuring the operations support a successful election process.
Reporting for CNR Business, I am Emmanuel.
Now, Ghana's tax regime may have lost an estimated 551 million cedis in 2023 due to 284.14 million litres of petrol remaining unaccounted for after being delivered into the country. This is according to the 2023 Chamber of Bulk Oil Distributors Ghana Petroleum Industry Report. The report attributes the loss to ongoing illegal activities in the petroleum sector, despite efforts like automation and other regulatory measures introduced to combat such practices. It also highlights a significant surge in crude oil and refined petroleum products imports in 2023, which increased by 23% compared to 2022. Total imports reached 5.15 million metric tons, up from 4.20 million metric tons in the previous year. And that's it for CNR Business. It was proudly sponsored by MTN and EcoBank. My name is Nashika Caesar. Many thanks for your company.
CNR Business was brought to you by MTN and EcoBank.
Doing never stops until the job is done. Turn your home and business into an internet highway and experience the revolution of working and playing without limits. Visit broadband.mtn.com.gh to sign up for MTN Fiber for home and business today.
Every day, people have money emergencies. Ma, I need my school fees emergency. Mommy, chop money emergency.
This election season, Channel One TV is bringing you closer to every vote, every constituency, and every result. Our team will provide in-depth data-driven analysis to show you what each vote means for our nation.
From the campaign trail to voting day and the final declaration of results, Channel One Television is covering it all. We'll be on the ground in all 276 constituencies, so every voice is heard and every community represented.
Thanks for watching.